Amazing, isn't it? How we can go from day to day living like there's no God when there's so much proof around us and so much research has been done that there is, and the accuracy of the Bible. Charles Darwin said, "To suppose that the eye could have been formed by natural selection seems, I freely confess, absurd in the highest degree." The Quran came from Muhammad. The Book of Mormon came from Joseph Smith. But the Bible is unique among the many sacred books in the world. One person did not write it. Rather, the Old Testament and the New Testament were written by 40 different authors located in Asia, Africa, and Europe over a 1600-year time span. Archaeology repeatedly confirms people's names, historical events, and geographical details exactly as they were recorded in the Old and New Testaments. Though archaeology cannot prove the spiritual truth of the Bible, the discoveries do show the Bible's reliability as an historical report. Compared to ancient writings, the Bible has been remarkably protected and preserved over time. One of the most impressive evidences for the Bible is the fulfillment of prophecy. The Bible contains a massive amount of prophecies which later were fulfilled in detail. For example, various Old Testament prophets gave over 50 specific prophecies about the coming Messiah, such as where he would be born, where he would grow up, etc. These prophecies were perfectly fulfilled by Jesus Christ hundreds of years later. 40 different authors in 3 different continents over a 1600-year time span, writing a text that perfectly balances each book together that fulfills over 300 prophecies. That's proof right there to me when I was researching that the Bible is true, God does exist, because what are the chances that all those 50 prophecies were going to come to pass? If I make a prophecy today, it's not going to probably come to pass tomorrow. This had to be a God thing. And also, from my perspective, I believe in Jesus. I believe he is the Son of God. I believe he died and rose for us. Without having him in my life, I would quite literally be dead right now. Without him, I could not make it through even one day. I know how he's changed my life and what he's done for me. I've had depression for many, many years. I was abused as a child, a lot of family issues. My mom was cheated on. A lot of stuff happened in my life. I don't know how I would have gotten through any of it without being a Christian. I don't know how you can. I don't know what you hope for if there is nothing to hope for. I mean, there were better times, but ultimately I had to rely on God and my faith. And like I mentioned before, it wasn't just that I gave into it because people were telling me about it. I had a calling from God. And not only that, I researched it. I mean, compared to, the books of Mormon and the Quran and Jehovah's Witness, there's, errors in those books. There's errors within the religion themselves. And so far, I haven't found any errors in the Bible whatsoever or in my faith. It's too simple to just say that, well, whatever everybody thinks, if you think it's good, then go ahead and do it. Whatever you feel is right, do it. Because then Hitler could be justified for killing all the Jews because he thought what he was doing was good or right. There's many instances in history where we can, where people could try to justify what they were doing by just saying, well, if everybody thinks everything everybody else does is right or good, well, then why is it a big deal that I, go out and kill millions of people, or that I sleep with somebody else who's not my wife. So you really can't try to justify things that way. Anyway, I know how God has changed my life. I've done my research. I know what I believe. So I guess the only thing I can say is, you have to do your own research. You'll find the truth. You search long enough, you'll find the truth. I mean, how can you not believe in a God when, just look around us? I mean, the human body is amazing within itself. I mean, the fact that I'm even able to talk and speak and blink my eyes is just amazing to me. I don't know how you can not believe in a God. How do you, just assume that things just appeared? Anyway, so if you just do research for yourself, you'll see what I'm talking about here. I did my research, and I hope you'll do yours. And if you're living like there's no God, I hope you're right.